Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about V for Vendetta. This was originally published in 1989 and it was written by Alan Moore with art by David Lloyd. And originally I was going to do this last year to celebrate the 30th anniversary of its publication, but I thought, hey, 31 years is a better milestone. Anyway, so the story follows a young girl named Evie living in London in the year 1997, and she works as a prostitute to survive. And one night she is walking the streets, offering her services to men, and she is attacked by the Fingermen, which is the secret police, because in the 1980s in this universe there was World War III with the Soviet Union, therefore the world was plunged into a nuclear holocaust, and many people died, many people survived, but a lot of people died. And after that event there was a political movement in England and the United Kingdom as a whole which unified the UK under one fascist dictatorship, and from there they took control of the media and all forms of government, and they rule Britain with an iron fist. And the Fingermen are attacking Evie, and this is interrupted by a masked man who goes by the pseudonym of V, which later on in the story we learn is a designation that he was given by the government, and it harkens back to the Roman numeral of 5 being the V. And so from there he enlists Evie's aid in toppling said fascist government, and it's a very interesting story. It has a lot of political intrigue and a lot of action. It's very brutal in its violence, and so it's not for the faint of heart, both intellectually and visually, because the artwork by David Lloyd is very realistic in the sense that it looks real, but it's also certainly surreal in its visual style, and I really enjoy it. I haven't read too many stories with David Lloyd's artwork, but this is a beautiful, beautiful take on the world. Here is one page. Here is Evie right there. And overall, I think that it's a good art style. It fits the story well. And in getting into Moore's writing, I have dealt with some of his previous stories before. As you can see in my channel, we've talked about the Watchmen series and Batman the Killing Joke, Superman Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. Overall, he's one of my favorite writers in the industry, and this is one of the reasons why, because this story just has so many layers to it. The main themes are of anarchy and fascism and how political views clash, and it's really good. I highly recommend it. A lot of inspiration was drawn from the Margaret Thatcher administration. She was the Prime Minister of Britain in the late 1980s, and he took a lot of her personality and placed that into the leader of this government. And overall, like I said, I highly recommend it to fans of Moore's work or of just dark stories in general, because as I had said, it's very brutal and it's very intellectual in the sense that it presents you with these themes in a very obscure light. It's very abstract in its storytelling. It's a lot like this book, 1984, written by George Orwell in 1949, and I will talk about this book at a later date, but a lot of parallels can be drawn because of the totalitarian governments in England. And there was actually a movie released about V for Vendetta in 2005 that had a lot more of the themes drawn from 1984, and it actually starred John Hurt, who, as the leader of the government, who was in the movie 1984. And unfortunately, it's not a very faithful adaptation to Moore's and Lloyd's work, but You know, it's a good performance by Hugo Weaving as V and Natalie Portman as Evie's a little older, but, you know, still okay. Anyway, that's my review of V for Vendetta, and suffice it to say, it really deserved to be one of the original imprints for Vertigo Comics, which was a DC Comics venture in the late 80s and early 90s to branch out into darker, more mature storytelling. So it really deserved that spot, and I just can't say anything else other than I really like it, and I think that you might like it too if you enjoyed some of his other work. And thanks so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, then please consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed this video, then please click the like button, and please comment your thoughts. Tell me what you thought about this video, and if you've read the book and seen the movie, tell me your thoughts on that. Thank you so much for watching one more time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.